3 more readings to go before the sun goes down. Can I make it? Hello, Aquarius. How are you this fine evening? I'm going to try and make it quick today. I'm trying to make my readings a little bit shorter, cut down on the intuitive messages. If you do like the intuitive stuff, watch out for the Tell Me Anything readings, because that's where I'm going to kind of put the intuitive stuff when it comes through and kind of discuss whatever comes through. So yeah, it's not going to be sign specific. I don't know if you want to go and have a look at the Event Horizon reading, which I've actually just recorded, and it's going to go up on Friday. Your reading's going to go on... No, it's going to go up on Thursday. Your reading's going to go up on Friday. I'm getting myself mixed up. I'm not very good at scheduling. This is why I have so many Virgo friends. I need the help. So, yes. So that's all I had to say, really. I'm going to do a Celtic cross reading, which is a very traditional tarot reading, but as always, I'm putting my own spin on it because Aquarius, you just get me. You know that I have to have my own originality. I am looking at my wall and I don't know what's casting this shadow. I don't know if it's a reflection off one of my mirrors, but there's a sideways smiley face on my wall made out of sunlight. So that is quite cute. I don't know how that has any relevance to your reading, but maybe it does. A smiley face made of sunlight. It sounds lovely. Sadly, this song that you got through for your reading was Jezabel by Ricky Martin. Jezabel, Kiss and Tell. You use your body to cast a spell and sell your story. So I don't know if somebody's dealing with somebody who's like maybe some sort of reporter, kind of trying to get close to people to get information, something like this. I don't know. It's something seems iffy though. And it might just be because I did that Event Horizon reading, which talks about female sexuality, female empowerment, the way that the patriarchy will chastise women who are very sexualized, you know, but in it, it's almost like women either have to be an angel or a demon. You can't have an empowered woman who shows her body because somebody's going to come along and say, oh, she's a Jezebel. So it's giving me that kind of energy. I don't know if you're trying to express yourself and people are kind of trying to put a dampener on your self-expression, your sexuality, or if it feels like it could be coming from you. It feels quite jaded. I nearly called you Capricorn then. Aquarius. It feels quite jaded. Are you being a bit judgy, Aquarius? You tend to be quite an embracive, open sign, but you do have your judgy moments. So just watch out for that. You may be judging people a little bit too harshly there. Would you like to be judged by the same standards, or would you like to have acceptance? I don't know. Let's have a look at what's going on for your energy. Can I get the energy for Aquarius for Friday, please? The energy for Aquarius for Friday. So whenever you get this reading, it could be your energy at the time. I'm just trying to project the day that it's going to actually go up. The Aquarius, the energy for Aquarius, please. What energy is Aquarius in? Whoop, whoop. Silence and snow. You could have gone silent on somebody. You could be, or somebody could have gone silent on you. I think that what might be happening is you suspect somebody's trying to get information out of you. So you've gone silent. It's like, it's better to say nothing at all in this situation. If you've got somebody around you who you feel is like, you're sensing this person's trying to kind of manipulate you for information, you feel like they are, they're worming their way into your life because they want to, I don't know, kiss and tell, then you've gone dead silent on this person. You've gone cold. Feels like Libran energy, actually, Ice Queen energy. If Libra suspect there's something fishy going on, Libra's a sign that likes honesty and open communication. So if Libra thinks there's something that going a little bit amiss, they have a tendency to pull up the drawbridge. Capricorn too, pull up the drawbridge, back off. Go cold, go icy. So you could be dealing with, it's your energy, ask for your energy. So you're doing this, going quiet, refusing to give out any information on something. Aquarius, I'm getting a bit investigative here. It's like, what's going on with Aquarius? What's the story? What's going on? Okay, silence, snow. Transformation, the butterfly, fire ants. Yeah, you don't want to come under fire here. The fire ants is like, you know, when there's like someone says something a bit off on social media, and it can be an accident or it can be a flippant remark that's taken the wrong way, but something taken out of context. It's like, you don't want to come under fire here. You don't want to have that mob attack on, it could be social media, it could be your family, friends, community, people around you. You don't want to come under fire for something. So it's a case of it's better to say nothing at all. You say it best when you say nothing at all. So the butterfly, though, talks of transformation. There is some kind of change happening here. It's getting you into a higher vibrational energy. You may feel like you've been crawling on the ground like a caterpillar for a while, but you kind of, while you go into that radio silence, when you close yourself off, it's almost as though you're going into this cocoon, this chrysalis. You may be dealing with some icky emotions, but I feel like you're going to come out of this feeling better than you did when you went into it, whatever this is. Okay, let's keep going. So I'm going to do the Celtic cross reading now. We're going to go straight to the heart of the matter. So what's going on for Aquarius at the moment, please? What is the heart of the matter for Aquarius? Heart of the matter, please, for Aquarius. The Star. Yourself. You're the heart of the matter. You are... Aquarius is Aquarius's priority right now. Aquarius is looking out for Aquarius. So you may be doing some healing. I do feel like you're cocooning yourself away a little bit. You're kind of wrapping yourself up in your duvet, doing a little bit of almost like resting, taking a little bit of me time, taking a bit of that opportunity to kind of reconnect with yourself, it just feels like rest and recovery is the way it's coming through today. The Star card can also indicate being in the spotlight, being the center of attention, having all eyes on you. And with that Fire Ant card in the underlying, it could be a sense of kind of vulnerability, the vulnerability that comes with being in the spotlight. When you have eyes on you, more people are looking at you. Some of those people are going to be looking at you with criticism. Not everybody is... The thing is, everybody has differences of opinion. The world is a complex place. People come from different backgrounds. People have different sets of values. What's a joke to one person may be horribly offensive to another. I know, because I've got a terrible sense of humor. The more wrong it is, the more funny it is to me. And this comes from a place where I've grown up with comedians who are have that very black comedy, like Jack D or Jasper Carrot, or not Russell Crowe. He's not a comedian, he's really boring. Russell Brand. So these kind of like dark humor comedians, the darker it is, the funnier it is, because it goes to the core of the thing that scares us or offends us or makes us uncomfortable, which is what makes it cathartic and funny. So I'm coming from a place where comedy is cathartic, and the darker it is, the more cathartic it is, the more healing it is. And that's not to say that you agree with what's being said. It's more that you're taking the power away from the thing that's terrible. So it's complicated, having this kind of dark humor. But it's an example of how I may say something very flippantly that's because I'm saying it in a funny way. I don't mean it. And the people around me will understand that that's my sense of humor. I'm coming from a place where I'm very accepting of other people, and I really want the best in most situations. I like to think I'm a kind person, but it could easily be that someone else walks into the room and hears you say something that your friends understand where you're coming from, it's funny to them, but someone could come in and take offense at it because they don't understand the context of the situation, or they don't understand the social context. So it's almost like the more eyes you have on you, the more people who are watching you, the more like you are to run into people who have different belief systems or different ideas of what isn't okay to do or say. So this Jezabel song, it's almost like it's coming through as somebody being judged unfairly, judged harshly, by people with different sets of values, possibly people who don't understand you, or it could be you being this way with others. But she always does look defensive. She almost looks like oh, what's happened? Hang on. And she's trying to like cover herself up. So there's two ways I'm reading this. Take it as it resonates, leave it. If it doesn't, it may be both. Can you tell me, please, what the obstacle is here for Aquarius? What's the obstacle for Aquarius? I mean, this is a very high vibrational card. This is hopes, dreams, wishes, like wanting wishes to come true, being on track, like to get your goals and wishes. But I think with this snow and butterfly energy, it's giving me something. And Jezabel is something wrong. So which way, please? Okay, and what is this card? Knight of Emotions. Okay. The obstacle is communication. And what's being communicated is thoughts and feelings. Thoughts and feelings. The obstacle is, I think, how to communicate what you think and feel, while also having an awareness of the judgment of others. Or the obstacle is because you've got silence. You've gone silent, I feel. Because you're calculating how to communicate something that you have a lot of feelings for. So it's better to not speak until you're sure about what you have to say. Does that feel right? Okay. The past. What led up to this point? What led up to this? It's like you want to communicate something about your own personal dreams and wishes, your hopes, what you want, what Aquarius wants. Again, I always get this kind of crossover between Capricorn and Aquarius. What does Aquarius and Capricorn want? You know, who's looking after them? Okay, what led up to this situation? The Muse of Voices. Ooh, this is Aquarian energy. Air sign energy. This is somebody who knows when it's the right time to communicate and who knows when to hold back. This is somebody who is, they've had experience. They know what it's like to come under attack for the things that they say, and they know now what to say and how to say it and when to say it. There's a lot of maturity here, and the maturity comes with experience, as I say. So there's probably mistakes that have been made. Mistakes are made. Mistakes have been made. You've learned the lessons. You're now very clear with your thoughts, very clear with your Aquarius. Aquarius, you know what you want. You know what you want to say. You know what you want to do. You're very clear about the action that you need to take. You know what your hopes, your dreams, your wishes are. So how do you communicate this to others in a way that other people will understand? How do you put the emotion into it? It's funny because I'm trying to think of an example of this. You could think about politicians, right? Sometimes you could have different politicians putting their policies forwards, and some of them can be so logical. I know that I've gone and looked at some of the manifestos of I'm not going to get into politics in certain parties, but in the UK, I've gone and read the manifestos of certain parties when there's been an election, and some of them will outline detailed, comprehensive plans of what they're going to do, how they're going to do it, where they're going to get the money from. It's very, very logical, makes a lot of sense, and it's like, yeah, got it, I know what you're doing, and it makes sense. Other politicians will try and engage the emotions, and especially the ones, I think you could call this a demagogue. So this is somebody who appeals to the masses. They appeal to the emotions and the passions of people. They appeal to the knee-jerk reactions. So you're trying to figure out how to find the balance here. You're the king of voices. You're the king of swords. You know what you want. You're very clear. You've thought it through. You know, you're the hangman energy of the tarot. You really think things through from all perspectives. You are super duper clear. But you're very clever, Aquarius. You have a lot of mental ability in order to be able to process all the nuances of a situation, to see the black and white, to think of all the eventualities. Very, very analytical. Everybody doesn't work on this same plane. A lot of people work from, emotional bases or temper or whatever it is that they, those silly plebs who aren't stoic at all. I'm being silly. I'm making jokes again with my terrible sense of humour. People don't all have the mental capacity to understand things at such a complicated level as you do. So how do you get them on board? How do you communicate this? How do you explain the plan to these people? You have to bring in the emotion. You have to make the emotional connection. Sorry, I'm laughing like really weirdly. Someone else did a reading a while back. I can't remember who it was, but the title was Libra play the. I think it was San Tarot, and it was like Libra play the emotional card. And I feel like maybe go and watch that reading if you have Libra placement or not. Maybe there's something in that reading for you. San Tarot, S-A-N Tarot. It was a Libra reading, and it was play the emotional card. I can't even remember. I don't even feel like it particularly resonated, but it just made me laugh. Play the emotional card. So Aquarius, play the emotional card. There you go, that's the reading done. I'm over it, that's your advice. What do you hope for in this situation? You want clarity. You want people to understand what you have to say. You don't want there to be any confusion, any shadows, any doubt, any grey areas. You want complete transparency. You want people to understand completely. You want to feel confident. You want to feel free. You don't want to feel chained to anything. You want everybody to be happy with what this situation is. You want the happily, not the happily ever after, that's a different card, but you want the happy outcome. You want, transparency, clarity, confidence, happiness. The highest card in the tarot. Now I'm going to go to your subconscious now. There may be a factor that you're not even aware of. You probably are, because you are very good at processing things. So you're good at processing your own emotions, your own feelings. You're very cognitive. If you're a typical Aquarius, we all have different aspects going on with our birth chart. Some are going to be stronger at this than others, but typically Aquarian energy is very cognitive. What are they telling me? Something about Mercury and the way that Mercury is the god of communication. Somebody may have an Aquarius Mercury placement. I think Shirley Bassey does. Aquarius, I ended up looking up Shirley Bassey's birth chart. I think she was Mercury. I think she had Mercury in Aquarius, so I don't know if that's a random thing to come through. But this is to do with communication. If you have that placement, or you may want to go and look up what that means to have Mercury in Aquarius. It may help you if you have something to communicate. I think that's why this is coming through. Or just whatever your Mercury placement is, because the blockage is communication. This is turning out to be another long reading. I have to waffle on too much. The blockage is how to communicate. So the advice that I think they're giving me through Shirley Bassey is go and look up your birth chart. There is a link in the description box below. All you need is you don't even need the full details, but as much detail as you can about your date and place of birth. The time doesn't matter too much. That's your ascendant sign. But your date of birth, and generally the place where you were born. Go and look up what your Mercury placement is. And then if you scroll down the page, there's a lot of information there. You're just looking at Mercury. Find out what your Mercury placement means, because it's all to do with how you communicate, and there may be some really good advice there for you if this is what the blockage is for you. Long-winded, right? So subconscious then. So what's going on for you subconsciously? It may be something that you're not aware of, but it's an aspect of yourself, okay? So when this comes out, you may have a knee-jerk reaction of, what? No, not me. Let it percolate a little bit, let it resonate, see if actually there is an element of truth to that. If not, then fine, let it go. Give it a little bit of time and a little bit of that amazing mental cognitive ability of yours, because it may really help you in this situation. So what's going on subconsciously for Aquarius, please? You do have the strength and the confidence. You've got a lot of Leo energy here. Funny, I've just done Leo's reading. I do find this sometimes when I do the readings next to each other, there's crossover between the two, but I think it's almost like polarities. Leo is your opposite sign. Again, go and see if you've got a Leo placement, because that could actually be a surprising kind of strength for you, because our opposite sign is normally a sign that we struggle with some kind of aspect. It's our polar opposite, right? So the polar opposite of Aquarius is Leo. So there could be something to do with being a confident leader, being in the spotlight. You've got 3 cards that are kind of about being in the spotlight here, or having the attention on you, and being confident when you do. How do you become a confident leader? How do you express yourself confidently? How do you, if you have something to say, if you do have the spotlight on you, how do you express what you need to express with a lot of confidence and a lot of magnetism, a lot of charisma, right? You have some sort of strength here. It could be a strength that you get from some sort of connection that you have. Sometimes, you know, the two people, the person and the lion on this card, it means that there's somebody by your side who brings you a lot of strength, a lot of confidence. They kind of really, it's like your wingman, right? Somebody who bigs you up. So subconsciously, there's a source of strength that I think maybe you're not utilizing, or that there is an inner confidence that you haven't quite tapped into yet. But this is what you want. It's very similar energy here. Okay, you're on the right path here. So what do I want to do next? What is, it's funny, you've got the strength card in your, I'm going to ask what is your strength, and you've just got the strength card in your subconscious. Subconsciously you're strong. So what is your strength? What is your superpower, Aquarius? Oh my goodness. I'm going to take them all. Oof, Libran energy. Again, Aquarius energy as well, though. Air sign energy. Your strength is that you have the ability to think creatively, to think outside of the box, to really look at things from different angles, to see things in ways that other people can't see them. You have a lot of clarity of thought. You do have the ability to express yourself very clearly. You have the ability to take action when you need to. The Queen of Voices and the Emperor both take action. They both take the lead. They communicate. Both authoritative leaders. The Queen of Voices is very honest. The Emperor, he, she, they, take it all as it resonates. It's all your strength. It's all your energy. The Emperor takes the lead of their own in their own life. They step into the limelight confidently. They take the lead because they're the best person to do so, and they make things better for everybody because they have a lot of creative ideas. And you do have the ability, you do have the confidence, and you do have the ability to communicate whatever you need to communicate in a very logical and clear and honest way. And you want clarity, you want honesty. Beautiful energy, Aquarius. This is a really good reading. And you're doing this because you're doing that butterfly process, right? You have to do the processing. It's like maybe you need a little bit of alone time. I'm like this. I'm Queen of Swords energy. I've got Gemini moon, Libra, Mercury, Venus, and sun sign. So there's a lot of thought processes that go on in my own head. And sometimes it can get a little bit overwhelming to the point where I'm just like, do you know what? I just need to take myself out of this situation. I need to go be quiet. I need to be in my own energy for a while. I need to think things through. I need to process all this without the distractions of the people around me. So I'm quite, you know, I do like people around me. I'm quite sociable, but I do like to have a little bit of my own alone time. So I feel like you're in that alone time process where you're thinking things through, but you're going to come out of this with a huge amount of clarity, and you're going to know how to communicate, and you're going to have the confidence to do whatever it is that you need to do and take the wheel of your own life. Aquarius, you've got this. I feel like I could just stop the reading right now because I don't know if you've got Libra placement as well, because Justice is on the bottom there. Excuse me. What's Aquarius's fear though? Here we go. We're getting into it now. Temperance, Sagittarian energy. Your fear is, how long is this going to take? How long do I have to wait? How long do I have to balance out my emotions and my passions? And be temperate when I don't feel like I want to be temperate. Leo again has something like this. Can I get a clarifier? Why is temperance the fear? Why is temperance the fear? Nine of Materials. This is like, how long do I have to be single? How long do I have to do this on my own? How long do I have to wait? And yeah, how long do I have to do this on my own is how it's coming through. The fear is the time it's going to take for you to be able to do what you want to do and take the action and follow your own dreams and wishes. And the Nine of Pentacles is like being really good on your own, doing things by yourself. I think you've got a little bit of imposter syndrome. You're showing us incredibly capable, incredibly strong, incredibly intelligent. If not, you know, academically intelligent, cognitively intelligent. But I think you have some self-doubts about your ability to do things on your own and stay balanced. But you're showing us having everything you need to be able to do this. I think your fears are all to do with timing and keeping that balance, sustaining that independence. Sustaining your independence is, I think, how it's going to come through the strongest. What external factor is affecting you, or what external factor is affecting you, Aquarius? The Ten of Pentacles. So you are being very considerate about the people around you, and the effect that your choices has on the tangible world of the people around you. So this is like it could be a workplace, it could be a home life, family, community around you. Ten of Pentacles is kind of like wealth or stability shared with others. So it's things that are tangible, money, house, work, but it's like being in a really good position, but with other people. And your fear is independence. I think there is a community of people who are willing to help you out here. There's resources available to you that you may wish to tap into. This is like a community of support waiting to help you grow. I don't know if you're aware of this or not. Either that, or there's concerns about how your decisions are going to affect people around you in a tangible sense. Money, security, that kind of thing. What's the best advice, please, we have for Aquarius in this situation? The best advice, please, for Aquarius? They're giving me, sorry for this, they're giving me, but I can't make it on my own. I'll give it all to you. There's something I can do. It's an old song, that's as much as I can get from it. Advice, advice, play the emotional card. So funny. Play the emotional card, or go to someone who is very experienced with their emotions, very calm, very stable, very reliable with their emotions for advice and support. But I feel like this is you playing the emotional card. Whatever it is you want to do it with love, and you want to do it with feeling. You want to express your feelings, your emotions, your how much you care about this situation. Play the emotional card, Aquarius. If Aquarius follows all the advice, what is the predicted outcome? Which way, please? Which way, please? Not being clear. Three materials. So there is going to be a collaboration here. This is different people coming together to work together, to share the workload, to bring in their different levels of expertise and skills, to make something happen, to make a project happen. It's maybe this is what it is. Your fear is having to do something alone when you have got a huge amount of resources here around you. So it's like you need to it feels like you need to get people on board with something. You've had an idea, a project, something that you want to do. You need to convince other people to get on board, make that emotional connection, and people will get on board with whatever this is that you're up to. You know, you're going to have people doing this with you. I can't make it on my own. You don't have to if you follow the advice here. If the logical approach doesn't work, make sure you bring emotions into the equation. All right. I hope that's helpful for you. It makes a lot of sense. The reading makes a lot of sense to me. I'm repeating myself, but there you go. I hope it makes sense to you guys as well. Okay, let's get a song for your reading. So there you go, Jezabel, Ricky Martin. What is that about? I can't see how that affects your reading. I think maybe just you don't want people to call you a Jezebel. Maybe. I don't know. Kiss and tell. You're worried about what people are going to say. Kiss and tell. Gossip. Rumour. Okay. Best advice, please, for Aquarius. For this reading, what's the best advice you have for them, please? Don't look back in anger. Slip inside the eye of your mind, right? Slip inside the eye of your mind. Don't you know you might find a better place to play? You say that you've never been, but the things that you've seen slowly fade away. So I start a revolution from my bed. Because you said the brains I have went to my head. Sounds like Aquarius. Step outside, the summertime's in bloom. Stand up beside your fireplace. Take that look from off your face. 'Cause you ain't ever gonna burn my heart out. Sorry, I'm a Manchester girl. It's a Manchester band. I have to sing. Don't Look Back in Anger by Oasis. Oh, maybe this is the Jezebel thing. Oh, Sally can wait. She knows it's too late as we're walking on by. My soul slides away, but don't look back in anger. Ugh, my wrist plate, that was disgusting. I heard you say. That's what they said. I don't know if you knew that part of the song. It was like the special, like, secret release version. So what's the best advice, please? Let's get an oracle card. What's the best advice for Aquarius? I bet you've got a long reading again, haven't you? Yeah, 31 minutes. I'm trying to get down to 15 minutes, but I always talk too much and they give me too many cards. Oh, the Temple Path. This has been coming out a lot. Okay. The Temple Path, spiritual purpose and support. I told you you've got a support network around you. Receiving this card represents your own spiritual evolution. The winding path you are on leads to a blessed temple in a lovely garden, symbolizing the spiritual destiny your soul has had in mind for this lifetime. This card upright is here to tell you that what you're going through now is all part of your soul's process. You are on your karmic path and heading in the right direction, and the choices you make now are important for your personal growth and life lessons. The lights around the temple represent the spirit world, your family members and friends, angels and guides, all the loving spirit helpers who long to assist you. Call upon them and be open to their wisdom and inspiration. This is a wonderful, life-expanding time, so keep in mind your personal priorities as well as your spiritual connection. Following your higher intentions will help you move your life forward in dramatic ways, and connecting with spirit and your higher self will have a wonderful influence on all that you experience. Okay, brilliant. Leave me a like if you liked, subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave me a comment if anything particularly resonated, share with friends, all that business. If you don't want to do any of that, that's perfectly okay as well. I totally understand. Stealth watchers out there, I do it too. So take care, best of luck, and I'll see you again soon, Aquarius. You've got this. Boo boo.